What's going on, everybody? Welcome to TECKreacts, where every beat counts. My name is Matt Tech, and thank you for joining me today for some more MAPHRA. I love how we don't get any sort of announcement when she drops something. It just drops, right? Like not, hey, in 3 days I'm doing this. Hey, tomorrow I'm doing this. It's just boom, here it is. No announcement whatsoever, but here for it. Couple things. One, the song. I have no idea who this group is. Jutes. Literally have no idea who this is. But I also didn't know who The Plot in You was before I heard that song. I also did not know who Fauja was before I heard that cover. And they were both incredible. So I have no doubt this is also going to be incredible. So here we go. This is more MAPHRA. The song is Kill or Be Killed by, it's either Jutes or Jutes. I don't know how to pronounce it. You guys will help me in the comments, I'm sure. And here we go.
Salt-stained eyes, everything's black
Just
and
rocked and roll.
white. I'm lost in the gray. Move back in,
It's quick switches, man.
just like you thought I might. Guess I'm here to stay. Wherever I go, there you are. How does it feel breaking my neck? If this is kill or be killed, I'm already dead. I'd scream for hope, but it don't exist. There's no way out, 'cause if this is kill or be killed, I'm already dead.
Cool.
I can't sleep, knowing you
It's got a cool hook.
watching me while my eyes are closed. No one sees the way that you've been talking to me when we're alone.
Nice.
Wherever I go, there you are.
Oh, that was cool.
Does it feel breaking my neck? If this is kill or be killed, I'm already dead. I'd scream for help, but you don't exist. There's no way out, 'cause if this is kill or be killed, I'm already dead. No one loves you like I do. You can run, but I'll find you. No one knows you like I do. No one knows you like I do. You can run, but I'll find you. I'll make you hurt just like I do. They'll see my work when they find you.
Whoa.
How does it
We haven't heard that yet.
feel breaking my neck?
Great vibrato.
Kill or be killed, I'm already dead. I'd scream
Jeez.
for help, but you don't exist. There's no way out, 'cause if this says kill or be killed, I'm already dead. Already dead.
Dude, there's a lot going on in this one little 3.5 minute song. Look at her. Look at her face. It's like Magnum. Dude, there was a part in here. So, okay, so I listened to the whole thing. Now I want to bounce around a little bit. There's a part in here that I don't recall ever hearing from her before. 3 parts, really. Was it this part? Maybe it was that switch. This was crazy. That her ability to just be able to switch. All right, where was it? That's crazy. Maybe it was the breakdown bridge. This is a cool song. Yeah, I think this right here. All right. What happened to the time signature there? Whoa, it totally changes. It goes from like 6/8 to 4/4, but in a really, it totally slows down. Yeah, okay, so this part, we get this nasty, long-winded growl. That's ridiculous. And then she goes into like this almost demonic growl with I don't know the appropriate terms for this thing, but I've heard it referred to as a fry scream. I don't know if we've ever heard that from her before. Yeah, this part right here. You can run, but I'll find you. I'll make you hurt just like I do. You'll see my work when they find you. That. I don't think we've ever heard that from her before. We've heard a lot of... Where are we at? We've heard a lot of this. Yeah, like stuff like that where she kind of adds growl already into it, but we have not heard that before. Very cool. So she's continuing to give us. The song is not overly complicated. It's a very straight, like, except for this little time disruption, which I don't want to get too sucked into the time signature switches that I lose what she's actually doing. But she continues to give us something that we have not seen yet. How does it feel breaking my like I do? You can run, but I'll find you. I'll make you hurt just like I do. You'll see my work when they find you. How does it feel? It changes right there. Vibrato is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Man, she's so amazing. What a cool song too. Now I'm gonna have to look these folks up. So, okay, so we get new stuff from MAPHRA. Look, we kind of have the same setting going on. You know, we know she can do this live because in the last couple months, we've seen live performances pop up with her, with Bring Me the Horizon, with Ice Nine Kills. So we know she's a real person. We know she can do it live. There's a couple of like little syncy things here where I'm like 95% sure that the video that we're watching is not what is actually being cut in the studio. One, she's too far away from that microphone. For her to get the sounds that you're getting, you got to be like right up on that microphone. But it feels like we've gone from more like a sideways to more of like an angled view. I'd have to go back and look at the videos. All that being said, there were a little bit more sync things between the video and the audio as far as her mouth shape and some of the things that she was doing that you can tell. For me, what we're seeing is not what we're hearing, if that makes sense. It doesn't take away from the from the talent level. I mean, but you know, her songs are very produced, which is not a good or bad thing because you use the tools that you have. Where it would be bad is if you're covering up any sort of it's like where you're covering up anything that's bad, which I don't think she is. Like I've been around a number of vocalists in my decades of performing, and I can tell by the way that she breathes, the way that she holds her shoulders, the way that she forms her consonants and vowels with her mouth or her embouchure, when she chooses to nose breathe and mouth breathe, the positioning of her head, like there's just a lot of different things that you can recognize in a video, even though it's not what we're hearing, that just say she's talented, she has practiced and perfected her craft. Very much so. And I've gone back and like watched really old MAPHRA videos from like her early TikTok days. And you can just see the evolution, not just in what we hear, but in what we see as well. And I'm sure, look, I am not a singer myself. I'm a percussionist. I've been around a lot of singers. My wife is a singer as well. I've watched enough charismatic voice to kind of know like what you're looking for as well. And I've seen charismatic voice break down a lot of those same things that I'm recognizing as far as how she does things. And I think she's even mentioned that the video that we see is not the actual take that we hear, which is fine. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, we've seen live videos, so we know she can do it. Otherwise, these bands wouldn't be asking her to join them on stage in front of tens of thousands of people. This was cool, man. It's a lot of like what makes MAPHRA already incredible. Her ability to move between different ranges so suddenly and different like timbres of her voice so suddenly, different dynamics so suddenly. And then she introduced us to something new as well in that whole like demonic fry scream. Again, don't know if that's the actual technical term.
I know y'all wanted to get all scientific and shit with it.
But I continue to be impressed with this young lady, man. I'm so glad that she is seeing the success that she is receiving. Because it's... Anybody can type anything on the internet, like down in the comment section. Anybody can, especially if you have a faceless, like, social media channel. Nobody really cares what you have to say. But this young lady is putting herself out there in front of the world. And that's like a big step to do. Taking your face, putting yourself out there, knowing people might like it, but also understanding people might not like it. And it's usually the people that don't like it that are the loudest in the rooms, right? What are like the loudest boos come from the cheapest seats? Like it's all that. Nobody is actually invested in this young lady who just decides to be a keyboard warrior, bringing her and others down. So I'm excited. I'm excited for her immensely. And this one was a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to check out the original. Tell me what you thought. Tell me. One thing that I didn't really do is pay attention much to the lyrics. I know that she tends to have a fairly deeper connection to the message of the song. I didn't really pay too much attention to the lyrics in this first pass. I'll do that kind of on future listens personally, but it just didn't feel like something that I needed to like put attention to because I've already seen her get really emotionally into other songs. I didn't quite see that emotion in this one, except if her emotion was just to be angry, then I did see that. Or like that balance between anger and softness, like gentleness, you know? Anyway, that was fun. Looking forward to more MAPHRA, and I'll see you guys down in the comments. Take care.